let's continue taking you through all the stocks that are moving in trade right now, and let's get our technical guest on board. We have Aditya Arora who's joining us on the show. A very good afternoon to you, Aditya. Thank you so much for joining us on Market Fataafat. And before I come to you on your first talk, Vinny, let's talk about Prestige Estates and why is this one in news today?
Obviously, let's move on and talk about Prestige Estate firstly. This one is in focus because of a brokerage note we have coming in from Jefferies. They're maintaining a buy on this one with a target price of 560 rupees per share. They've hiked the target price by a mild 10 rupees from 550 to 560. Now, expansion is done. Execution is ahead of them as well. Net debt jump despite strong collections, and Mumbai Commercial Projects stake acquisition is something to push the debt further. So that is something that they are watching out for. But other than that, they have maintained their buy rate. So let's keep an eye out on Prestige Estate. Today it's trading with gains of almost 1% in trade, Sharon.
All right, moving on, let's talk about Emphasis. And Emphasis has hit a 2.5-month high in today's trading session. We all know that AI is making waves all across the world. You've had the top tier IT companies also launch their AI products, and today you have Emphasis also, which has done exactly the same. The stock is today seeing largest intraday percentage gains since March 31st. No doubt we're off those elevated levels, but the company said that it has launched Emphasis AI, a business unit that implements generative AI in offerings for enterprise clients. So on back of this, we have Emphasis that's seeing good gains in today's trading session, continues to hold on to gains of about 1.8% as we speak right now, Vinny.
Okay, let's move on. And Aditya, first talk for today is Bank of Maharashtra that you're going to talk to us about. What are the charts indicating for this one? What is the target price that one should actually be watching out for here?
Hi, good afternoon. So basically, I think PSU banking stocks have come back to the limelight, and they were actually the market leaders in 2022, and we also saw some gains in early Jan. And post that, before Adani crisis, they were doing well, and after that PSU banking stocks were hit very badly. Now after consolidation and digesting all the bad news, all the PSU stocks are coming back to the limelight and are making the right moves with the right volumes. So first stock is Maharashtra Bank. So Maharashtra Bank looks good at 31.45, 28.50 is the stop loss, and 37 to 40 is the target.
All right, so that's the take coming in from Aditya on Bank of Maharashtra. But let's talk about the IT sector, Sheshan. You picked the entire IT sector, is it?
Well, yes, and this is on the back of an interesting note that has come in from Jefferies, where they spoke to the management of top-tier IT companies, the likes of Infosys, HCL Tech, and TechM, and they say that these companies are highlighting some cautiousness as far as discretionary spends of these IT companies are concerned. These managements have also highlighted that April has been softer than March, with caution spreading across multiple verticals of these companies. Jefferies expects further earnings cut as far as these IT companies are concerned, and hence they remain bearish on the entire sector. They say that although these companies have a strong deal pipeline, deal renewals could be a concern for most of these companies. On the back of this report that has come in from Jefferies, all of these counters are in focus today.
Okay, let's move on to stock number 24, and we'll talk about NCC, Lisa. Why is this one in focus?
It's on the back of order wins. Vinny, they have won order wins of around 2,088 crore, and that is for the month of May. This will be executed in a time span of around 12 to 27 months from the date of award. Talking about the split of the order wins, building division, that constituted around 80% of the total order wins, amounting to around 1,668 crores, while the water division, they secured orders of around 420 crores. Most of the orders have been received from the state government, and that is why we can see NCC is up around 3.5% on the back of the order wins.
All right, that's NCC for you, seeing good strength of about 3.6% on back of that order wins in the month of May. Aditya, let's come to you. You spoke about Bank of Maharashtra. Now the stock that you're going to talk about is UCO Bank. We just saw a news flick come in on UCO Bank that they've got a new MD and CEO. But on the charts, what is UCO Bank reflecting?
As you rightly said, there are some management changes happening in the stock, and which is very rightly and correctly being reflected in the stock charts. And stock is breaking out currently at 27.70, and 25 should be the stop loss, and 34 and 37 should be the target. All the PSU stocks look extremely good, and they are coming out of a consolidation zone. So there's a long way to go in UCO Bank.
Okay, let's move on from UCO Bank, keeping an eye on those levels. Lupin is the next stock that is in focus. Now, Lupin hits an over 15-month high after the FDA has given a nod to the drug maker they've received from US. Now, US FDA approval for obethocloic tablets. Please beg your pardon, because there are pharma names which is obviously difficult to produce but pronounce. But yes, the company is going to be manufacturing this at its Nagpur facility in India. And on the back of this news, we are seeing that the stock has seen an uptick. It was up as much as 1% in trade. Given up this gain, still holding on to gains of almost 0.6% in trade.
Right, from one pharma company to another pharma company then, and Kaplan Point is in focus because they said they completed the Good Manufacturing Practice and PAI inspection. That's the US FDA has completed that for their unit. So they've said that the unit, Kaplan Sterile injectable site in Gumidi Pundi at the is what the US FDA has inspected, and at the end of the inspection, they've actually got 4 observations by the US FDA. However, the company said that these observations are just procedural in nature. So on back of that, you did see the stock react to this particular development. The fact that the company said that the observations are only procedural in nature, you saw a small recovery come in on the counter. So now the stock is trading higher by about 1.4%.
Okay, keeping an eye out on those pharma names. Yes, those are some tongue twisters coming in for me and Cheryl today. But let's move on. And Aditya, you picked out Reddington for us. Today the stock is buzzing in trade. Last 1 month, also decent gains that we're seeing coming into the stock. From here on, is it still a good time to pick Reddington up? What is the target that you're keeping?
Absolutely, it's a very good time to be in small cap and mid cap IT stocks. Although the large cap ITs have been laggard and now they are also coming back in action. We saw TCS and Infosys doing their job today, and mid cap ITs are actually doing well. We have seen that in KPIT Tech and other market leaders. Now even Reddington is now coming back in action. So definitely it can be bought today at 183, 169 should be the stop loss, and 200 and 220 should be the target.
All right, that's the take coming in on Reddington. Definitely seeing higher levels of targets for this particular counter. Shesha, Bharti Airtel, why is this one in focus today?
Well, yes, this counter is also in focus on the back of a brokerage note. CLSA has come out with a note that they're maintaining their buy stance on the stock with a target price of 1,015 rupees per share. The stock currently trades at about 826 odd levels. CLSA believes that the risk reward is highly favorable at this juncture. Company is enjoying enormous gains from their post-paid subscriber base. Post-paid tariff plans of Bharti Airtel are at a premium as compared to its peers, and 5G is helping company boost its subscriber base. They've maintained their buy stance with a target price of 1,015 rupees per share. The stock is not doing much, but 1,015 is the target that CLSA has given on Bharti Airtel.
Okay, let's move on to stock number 24. And Lisa, you picked up Shriram Finance for us. What's the news flow here today?
Yes, they have come out with their annual report, and the outlook looks quite bullish because they said that the aggregate demand conditions that remains resilient, and also the rural as well as the urban demand indicators that remain strong. On the rural demand indicators, the consumer non-durables, tractor demand, two-wheelers that stay strong, and also the urban demand indicators like passenger vehicles and credit card spending that also remains robust. Given their strong balance sheet and also the lower leverage and improving funding access, the NBFC, they are poised to capitalize on the credit demand. And the overall industry AUM growth is seen at around 13 to 14% in FY24. Well, talking on their merger, the merger with the Shriram Transport Finance, that is expected to bring them more synergies, mainly from the cross-selling of loan as well as insurance products. And the combined entity will also benefit from lower cost of funds as well as operational expenses. So as we can see, Shriram Finance is seeing a positive reaction on the back of a positive outlook in their annual report.
All right, let's move on and let's talk about another stock that is seeing a good up move in today's trading session, and that's Westlife Food World. Aditya, I was just talking to some of my colleagues and I thought that I told them that maybe it's moving higher because it's the first of the month, the salary day, and everybody must be actually having burger for breakfast, lunch and dinner. But clearly that's not the reason why it's buzzing. What are the charts indicating for Westlife?
I'm already famishing. I'm already hungry right now. So all these food counters are back in action, and not only in Westlife, but also in other counters like we have seen in Sapphire Food, and Jubilant Food is also doing well. It had seen a massive correction. So all these stocks in the same industry are doing well, and I think the consolidated chart of all these food counters are looking very good, and Westlife is actually leading it, and it has broken out of a very long consolidation. In fact, it's trading at 52-week high, which suggests that stock is in uncharted territory, and there's more to go. So probably we can buy Westlife at 820, 750 should be the stop loss, and 950 and 1000 should be the target.
50 and 1000 should be the target for the stock, and I'm sure, Cheryl, you're going to be sitting and ordering that burger from Westlife after the show as well. But let's move on and talk about L&T. Now, this one is in focus today on the back of a order win that they have. The construction, it's for construction to create renewable energy infrastructure for the world's largest green hydrogen plant in NEOM. And overall, the value packages are awarded to L&T aggregate to around $2.7 billion. So yes, it's a big order win that has come in for the company. In other details that we have also coming in is that this NEOM is actually located in Oxagon in Saudi Arabia's region of NEOM, and NEOM Green Hydrogen Company is an equal joint venture by ACWA Power, Air Products and NEOM. So yes, keeping an eye out on this one today on the back of an order win.
All right, let's shift focus. Let's talk about the South Indian Bank, and why is this one soaring in today's trading session? The bank informed the exchanges that they will be submitting the application to RBI with the names of candidates seeking approval for the appointment of new MD and CEO. Remember that the bank is looking out for a new MD and CEO, and they've already said that they have finalized on the names. They're going to send those names to RBI, and the also stock, remember, has already delivered multi-bagger returns to the investors. It's already surged 138% in the last 1 year. And a lot of brokerages are now giving a thumbs up to South Indian Bank. But the fact being that they have gone ahead and informed the exchanges that they will be submitting the application to RBI with the names of the candidate, and they're going to seek RBI's approval on the MD and CEO name. The fact that they have some clarity on the road ahead when it comes to the management change, that's the reason why South Indian Bank is soaring in trade today.
Okay, that's the news flow piece around it. But Aditya, on the charts, then South Indian Bank, you have one more bank actually making your list. Is it something on your favorite pick?
Absolutely, PSU bank stocks are on my favorite list. They are the top charts today, because if you look, you're seeing a rally across the board, which is very encouraging sign, saying that from the top ones like SBI to the bottom ones like South Indian banks are doing a great show today, and they're doing with good volume. And it's a unanimous move, and every stock is doing well. So that's a very positive sign on the chart. And in last 6 months or 12 months, stock had already moved from 7 to 21. And now it consolidated for a while, and now again it's making a move. So I think there's a long way to go. And South Indian Bank can be bought at the current price of 18.55. And 16.30 should be the stop loss, and 24.40 to 27 should be the target.
All right, 24 to 27 rupees per share is the target to that Aditya is setting for South Indian Bank. Remember, this one has already given great returns over the last 1 year. But Ashesha, you're also going to talk about a bank, but that's Kotak Mahindra Bank.
Well, yes, Kotak Mahindra Bank is sitting with a cut of over 4%. Yesterday, of course, we had this MSCI adjustment, because of which the stock was trading higher in the cash market, especially in the last hour of trade, but it was lower in the futures market. Now, dealer checks are indicating that traders who had bought Kotak Mahindra Bank in cash yesterday have now sold their futures positions and settled their transaction, because of which we are seeing this movement in Kotak Mahindra's stock today. It is sitting with a cut of nearly 4%. Important to note that the stock breached 2,000 levels for the first time since November 2021. So because of the adjustment that is taking place, the stock is declining in trade.
Okay, let's move on. And JSW Steel is the next stock that we're going to talk about. JSW Steel, we have some commentary coming in there where they're aiming to 10% sales growth to 25 million tons in FY24. Furthermore, JSW Steel says that the sales will expand where its capacities, they'll be looking to expand their capacities. And some other things are that they see India capacity at 37 million tons by FY25. So obviously on the back of this news flow, we've seen a bit of a move coming in for the stock. The commentary we're getting in is from the agencies, keeping an eye on this one.
All right, Aditya, another one. IOB, what are the charts indicating for this PSU bank?
So these penny stocks in PSU banking space are high beta counters, and 29 to 31 should be the target.
All right, so that is IOB for you, and Aditya stay coming in on that particular counter. And with that, we are actually out of time on this edition of Market Fataafat. Thank you so much, Aditya, Kunal, Lisa, Shesha for joining us on the show, taking our viewers to all the stocks that are buzzing in trade. And viewers, it's a goodbye from Vinny, myself, and the team that put the show together. Stay tuned, closing trades coming up next.